Hello. Good evening. How is? I don't. Yeah, you just need a wee dust. Just a wee dust. There we go. Lovely. Look at you, smashing. What's happening? How is? Alright, Jambus line. What's going on? Am I sitting lower? I feel low. What's going on here? I don't think there's any. You know that? I feel as if my chair's get lower. Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, maybe I've shrunk. Alright, Andrew. We are not wearing the same shirt today. That's because I'm wearing the same one for yesterday. But then, even if I wasn't, we probably wouldn't be. There is a chance we could have been wearing the same one again. There is a chance. What's happening? It's been a quiet day. There was a chance if you stayed home. Ah, right. Can't be wearing these into work. Unless you get some mad casual Friday. God, imagine representing somebody in court. You had like a Metal Gear tee on. Your Honour, look at my sick shirt. No, I can't tell you where I got it, Your Honour. Because it's a bootleg. And then you get thrown in jail. I think that's how the law works. I've seen TV and that. I've seen Better Call Saul. I love, when you see anybody who's like ever represented themselves. If you see footage of it, and it's just, I don't know why people think they can represent themselves. Like everyone I've ever seen footage of, I've read about 99.9%. It's just like, well, Your Honour, hearsay. And in what way do you mean that? Well, objection. Like folk just don't. I think it is like they've seen telly, they've seen films. There was a great one I saw where a guy had built himself a wee fort. I don't know what it was he had on his desk. I think it was wee cases of files, like evidence that he brought with him. And when the judge was addressing him, he kept building a wee, like maybe 3 high thing and like going behind it like that. Self representation in a nutshell. Ah, it's good fun. Good fun seeing it. Wish I could remember what that was. He built himself a wee fort, and then he was kind of like asked, "Look, please, just a bit of professionalism. Look up. Let's converse right now. And I need to know that you're." It was basically, the way the judge is like, "I need to know you're hearing me and understanding what I'm telling you right now." But he just made his wee fort. I think he took it down, and then he was being fine. And then like an hour later, he put it back up again, building his fort. I think the argument as well was they couldn't take it away from him because it was documents he kind of needed. So he just kept building his wee fort, and that's on video forever. That's you forever. And then I think some people think court is like Judge Judy, or the other what's the other one? It was like Judge Judy. It was an older fella, kind of grey haired. What do you call it? A TV judge, I believe, is the term. Where the person isn't a judge. They are. Let me try and figure this out. Because here we had a program called Judge Rinder, and it's like, here is Judge Rinder. He's ready to rule in your court. Right, like Judge Judy's a real judge, right? But Judge Rinder that we had here is a barrister. He is not a judge. But I don't know how that works then. Is it because it's small claims court, like petty stuff, that they can decide? I don't know what this is. That's judge. That's judge stuff. They're allowed to, like, we don't need a judge here. A barrister can decide on this. I don't know how anything works. I'm I'm waiting for advice from an American lawyer here about British law that I'm guessing. Judge Mathis, that might be the guy I'm thinking of. Let's see. Is that him? He was a right smart arse and all. Was it Judge Mathis? No, white guy. White guy, older. But Judge Mathis looks like he's another one of those TV judges where they've got patter. They've got patter. Oh, it's a big funny thing, you know? It's a wee bit like talking down to the plaintiff. And I know as much as these judges seem to know. I know the name Judge Mathis though. I don't know how it works. Might be that he's technically adjudicating. Aye. I think that's how it works with Judge Rinder. But like, you ever seen that clip where it's the guy explaining how him and his pals, oh, Court TV. Court TV. I think that was the one. Court TV. I think it was one of the guys on that. Maybe. And the guy was saying how him and his pals used to sue each other to get on Court TV because you still get paid an amount of money because it was a TV appearance. And as he's telling you this, it's showing you in the background where he's like, this is me suing my roommate, this is me doing this is me doing that. And it was like they both get paid for these petty squabbles, and it got you on telly and you had to get paid for it. I like that kind of shit. And the judge is like giving him the patter about, like, you see, there's this thing called rules and there's this, and he's like, and I don't think you know about that, do you? And the guy's just like, no, judge. And then he's like, I'm getting $230 for this half an hour of my life. Great grift. That's a grift worthy of the Hall of Fame. Don't really know how it works for television other than the parties have already settled their cases and what's filmed is entirely just for show. I see. Aye, scour the small claims docket and work it all out beforehand. That sounds about right. Because you couldn't have it where it's like, this is a 20-minute television episode. The hearing went on for 4 days. The idea that you can wrap everything up nicely for a wee thing, and they love when it's like, what's the dispute over? It's a pet, you know, we separated, but bring the dog in. Bring the dog in. And the dog walks in, and the people in the audience, yes, I'm calling it the audience, they go, oh, and then the judge will see the dog and have a wee interaction with the dog, and then they'll make patter. And this is serious, and this is the law. That's telly, innit? How the fuck did we go on to talking about this? It's been 9 minutes, Jesus Christ. Fuck am I talking about? Right. Couple of things. My gran showed up earlier. She'd been away shopping and she phoned me. She says, I'm out the side, can you come out and get this loaf? Your mum said she wanted a loaf earlier, so I picked her up a loaf. I'm like, alright, I'll get it. I went out, and then she says, there's also something for you in the bag. And I opened it, and she has blessed me with the Beano. The good old Beano. I didn't know this was still going. This feels like something that woulda went digital years ago. Alright, Gav. Hello, Naylor Ben. How are you? So she got me the Beano. And the first thing I actually know, no, I've never read the Beano. I know of the Beano. I saw Dennis the Menace cartoon a couple of times when I was wee, but I don't really know the Beano. I know Desperate Dan. Was he Beano? was he Beano? But the first thing I actually noticed was they have modernised because look at these two characters down the bottom. My entire awareness of the Beano for years was some wee white shitheads, but now you can have a brown shithead. Has it been? Have they woked? Have people went culture wars on the Beano? I've not seen posts about how the Beanos went woke or anything, so I just assume that's no a thing, but I can never tell. Aye, has the Beano been cancelled? I just don't really know anything about it. The Beano boss. Want to be the Beano boss? You send in a photo of yourself and you become the Beano boss. So Saul here, Saul from London, is the Beano boss this week. Congrats, Saul. God, imagine I sent in a photo when I get in. Nothing like this. Not even trying to look like a Wayne. Oh, there's a lassie in a wheelchair. How progressive, Beano. Aye, my entire understanding of the Beano was just some white shitheads. This shithead's in a wheelchair. That looks like Hunters a cum. I'm not showing you that. That's horrible. Ah, there's that cunt with the teeth. Calamity James. Him. Him. That cunt with the teeth. Never learned his name in my life. Sigh, I've got the Beano because my gran decided to drop it off because she knows me so well. Bless her, she just likes to help out. Sketch with Caddy. Design your own wrestling mask fit for a champion. What is this? The Beano is so weird. It's funny how you can tell what are new characters, and I don't mean because the boy's black. What I mean is you can tell because the art style is very different for the ones they've been drawn for like 90 years. Like if you look at the Bash Street Kids, right? So ignore all the cum, right? But look at like the art style for all these characters. And then you look at Dangerous Dan. It's a very different. Now, I'm sure there's various artists, but I thought there was like a cohesive art style throughout the Beano. Again, I've never read the Beano. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, no, I closed it. Don't close it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, you remember that? Remember that for 50 fucking year ago? Wayne's love a Jurassic World reference. This is dog shit, man. I feel bad. I said that and I turned the page and there's some Waynes putting their photos in and they're happy with their Beano. It's fine. Maybe it's fine. Oh, fuck, Banana Man's still going? Holy shit. God, his outfit hasn't even changed. Banana Man lives. Like a true alt-right mouthpiece commenting on the new woke culture without ever having engaged with it. This is... Hold on, I saw something. What was that? Oh wait, we've actually got jokes here. Dinosaur jokes, right, let's try a couple. What do you call a dinosaur wearing a cowboy hat? I'm waiting. I'll wait. I want to see some guesses. A dinosaur wearing a cowboy hat. I've got one right. George, we're on a first name basis. Wrong. It's Tyrannosaurus Tex. Tyrannosaurus Tex. What kind of dinosaur is made of cheese? What kind of dinosaur is made of cheese? Time's up. Gorgonzilla. The dinosaur that's made of cheese is Gorgonzilla. I don't think Godzilla's actually a dinosaur. One more. Try and find a good one. Oh, here's an appropriate one for my life. Why does the Brontosaurus have a long neck? Why does the Brontosaurus have a long neck? Time's up. Its feet smell. You know, because feet. The Beano. The Beano. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beano. Just gesturing it to on the floor there. Lying in bits. Don't think it's really aimed at people our age. What are you? You're joking, Ben. I read plenty of comics from Japan. God, we're nearly 20 minutes in. We're nearly 20 minutes in. One more thing I do actually want to show you because it's cool. I fired a load of DS games on my 3DS that I'd been wanting to play for ages. And I put Phantom Hourglass on there. There it is. Oh god, please focus normally. Phantom Hourglass. But, oh Jesus, the colours. What is happening with the colours? But what was really nice is this is actually a patched version. So you don't need to use the stylus. Just get the D-pad and you can use the buttons. You only need to use the stylus like once in a blue moon. I love that that's a thing that people can do. Just patch old games to use the buttons that weren't used at the time. Very nice shit. Not that there's anything wrong with the stylus, but it can just be a bit annoying when that's all your movement, you know, that way. When that's your entire moveset thing. Let's play Sherlock. Because it's been nearly 20 minutes of nothing. Of just nothing. Absolutely not. What am I looking about for? Alright, Ben. Is there a patch so I can control Kid Icarus? You know what? I can't wait, Si, because I've got Kid Icarus on there as well. I've still never touched it, but I've heard the broken wrist stories over the years, and that didn't they make a special stand just for Kid Icarus, like a desk stand to play with? I think. I could have sworn there was something like that. Because it was hellish to hold it. And is that not how Sakurai nearly did himself permanent wrist damage? It came with a bit of metal, so you didn't really. It actually came. I thought it was just like that was something that was made later. That just makes it sound like loads of testers. That was all the wanking. Sakurai has never touched his dick in his life, and it's the secret to his youthful appearance. Right, what's happening? So we're here and we're still gooned up for the yacht club. Oh, I'm assuming that's a war injury. from, I don't know, the Great War. Has the Great War even happened when this is set? Perhaps not. Right, we need some clothes. Let's pretend we're doctors the now. And we'll put on nothing. And then clean shaven. I'm professional. But we do have a scarred face, and it's from an accident from a childhood, and we don't like to talk about it very much. John, you can be the ice cream man today. Right, what were we doing? So we're still looking for this big fucking elephant. There's the thing with the vial of perfume. This pungent concoction could serve as an excellent source of pheromones. I've seen a fabric for doll making at the dig site. I've acquired the foghorn. Sounds like a mating call. Perfume from Theo's office can help if I extract pheromones from it, so I think we need to go and get that perfume. Pretty sure we don't have it on us. I think. Sherlock stopped the war. Don't tell me Sherlock stopped the war! What I did was, off stream, I ran about pretty much everywhere to get all the fast travel points to open up. As you can see, so we can just zoot about. Can't get into these bits because these must be like story related bits here. Can't get into them yet, but it's just made it easier to get about. So we're going. Where did that elephant live? We live there. The elephant lives. No, that's the old ruins. Wait, that's the old ruins, but didn't... That's our house, wasn't it just... Oh, it's that one, innit? I think. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's down here. Sherlock, are you missing a chunk of hair for the back of your head? Is there some alopecia happening with the dog? I can't get a good look. What does it do with the scarred face? You see that? Like kind of near the centre right of his head, there's like a chunk missing. Did the burn go all the way around the neck and then up a wee bit? Tell you what, speaking of alopecia, I'm happy I went bald. Like, when I did. Because since I've gotten older, from the very back and up a wee bit, there's like alopecia. And if I still had like a full head of hair except that would have that would have killed me. So I've never been happy. If that alopecia wants to just keep going and just take away the whole horseshoe, I'll be happy with that. Save me shaving my dome as often as I need to. I don't know why I'm telling you that. But look, there definitely is. That wasn't there. I think it's to do with the Scarface thing. John, you look fantastic.
Gosh, what a mansion.
Indeed. Is that a fucking Resi reference? I need to turn this up in my ears. Because John was very quiet there. Right, where was the elephant spunk perfume? Well, it wasn't in here. In fact, can we talk to you about Paul? Oh, that was the other thing last time, was we met Paul, and I'm still not sure what Paul's deal is, because at first it's like, right, Paul's a trans man, but then Paul joked at Sherlock's reaction saying, you never seen a woman in trousers, or something like that, and I wasn't sure if that was just like a wee self-deprecating, or if it's like, or if it is like the I am a woman, but I'm dressing up and appearing like this so I can, you know, that kind of shit. I don't know what they're going for. Foghorn. So we've already asked her about these.
I've nothing to say
That's
about
none
this.
of that. Threats in the envelope. darts. She might have something to say about Paul's darts.
I don't have any
Nah.
thoughts on this.
Oh, what about the character portrait?
I've nothing to say about this.
What? What else can I ask her about? Maybe Arthur?
I don't have any thoughts on this.
You don't know anything about your dad's business partner for all those years? Oh, I don't.
I've nothing to say about this.
We're
Have you seen what your
There we
father
go.
sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me.
Right, so we got that. Imogen was shocked to see how far her father's threats went. So that's the note. Aye, what about Paul's smuggling shit?
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door.
Right, so that's it. That's everything I can ask her about then. Okay, so we got some new info. Nothing new for the Mind Palace. We need elephant spunk perfume. Oh! Was that no there last time? Oh, we'll get that in a second. Where's the juice? Or maybe I did keep it. I could have sworn it was sitting in here. And I don't think there was another room to investigate in here. Maybe I did just pocket it. Right, let's see what's happening here. Right. Wait, how would I miss that before? If it's there like near enough as soon as you come in the room and the controller vibrated and everything. That was weird. John, what are you thinking?
Looks eccentric and smells eccentric.
It's the elephant spunk. Just double checking there's nothing. No? Then that's just that view. I don't have a... I don't have like a... items... You know, I kind of look at like, here's what's in your pocket. And I still don't know where the fuck I'm getting the books for John. See, I think that's what's throwing me. See, because that says the perfume from Theodore's office can help. If it said the perfume I got from Theodore's office can help, would make me think I had it on me. And that's why I thought I still had to come and get it. Because, like, as if we'd realised, oh, that could help, come back and get it. But I don't see anything. And this is his office. Wait, it wasn't up on here somewhere, was it?
Quite the spectrum, from the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution.
And then that's just the portrait.
From before Mycroft was born, our family loves to prod at the past.
Was it up here? Nah, we must have it. We must have it, and we've just to go to the place. Because I don't think there's any other rooms in here you can go into. Let's see if John appears, right? Like clockwork. Did we look at this? Nothing. Alright. You still taking photos of this poor fucker?
Oh,
Why do I get the worst jobs?
What is this? Did we miss this?
Didn't we get to
Oh, no,
fly
it's
in it
the-
as children? I doubt it could hold my weight today.
Right. So. Right, we lost it out in that kind of foresty area. Aye, the dig site. No, there's fabric for dominating at the dig site. Sorry, I'm very confused here. Alright, so I do have the perfume. Right. Project concoction could serve as an excellent source of pheromones. Oh, that's So I need to go to the dig site. That's the only thing I'm missing then. Right. Are they going to let me back in though? Because I kind of get... Did I get thrown out of the dig site? I don't remember if I revealed to your man. You know the posh dude that was discovering the ruins and that? I don't remember if I get chucked out of there or not. Am I gonna need to dress up again just to get let in? Wait, where is it? Was it not up here? Is that it? I'll just double check this bit here. Oh no, it's here. Yeah, am I getting let in without changing?
Stop shirking. Get dressed properly and come inside.
But why am I going around the corner as if they care? Oh, because you can't change clothes here. Do I need to be a wee bit of distance for people, maybe? There we go. Right, what am I wearing again? I should be fine. I've got a big burn for my work. Is this okay?
Stop loitering and
Thank you. Sturdy fabric. Where did I see that? It might have been just behind his wee tent area here. Oh god, he's back! Oh, look at me, sir. Was it over this way? Oh.
This fabric will work.
There we go. So, it can be filled with gas. What does that even mean? It's fabric? Do you mean soaked in fuel? I still need to extract the pheromones for the thing at Theodore's office. That's what's right. That's what it is. And I forgot you do it for here with the chemical analysis button. I'm thinking, where do I go and do this? Oh, I forgot how this works. I've completely forgot how this works. So I want 3 minus 5 and a 4. Now what does that one do again? Where's the button? Help. You excited for another hour and a half of this? So that one combines 2 reagents. Then I've got 3 of them. Right, so... well, hold on. Can't I just... Oh, shit, wrong button. What button is it? Link. And then have them go through that? No, wrong bit. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Unlink. What have you done? Unlink. Delete that. Fucking hell. Aye, I think I can just put them there. Ah, no. These only come out the right side. You can't go into them from it, I don't think. So take that, put that in there, and then put that in there. That's more like it, eh? Did all that in your pocket, Sherlock? See, in the old games, you had to go back to, I nearly said 10 Downing Street. Where the fuck does Sherlock live again? Hold on, I'll get it. I'll get it in my...
Mrs. Neely seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Neely won't misunderstand me.
I'm not looking at chat in case somebody said it. Sherlock Holmes lives at... My brain's gone Drury Street. He lives at... Right, hold on. Visit Mrs. Nini at the intersection of Knights Road and Trinity Way in Scaladio. Hope she can make a doll. Right, so Knights Road and Trinity Way in Scaladio. Scaladio, Knights Road and Trinity Way. Oh wait, was that the woman... Was that her that we bought costumes from? Is she no down here? No. Scaladio, Knights Road and Trinity Way. Where the fuck are you in? So I keep zooming out to get my border again. Oh, Knights Road, right. And that goes down here. Knights Road, Trinity Way is there, right, so she's running about there. It's a strange place for it to be. Alright, let's travel as close as possible. Sherlock Holmes lives at Ashton Lane? I know it, I don't know what.
Posters, Paul, man.
Losing what? Maybe the death of him? Wait, I could nearly listen to you there and then it stopped.
He's even been putting up posters, Paul, man. Losing it.
Missing item posters. Alright. Robbed last year. Not robbed? Just getting everything wrong. Let's try that again.
He's even been putting up posters.
Not to earn his bread. Selling antiques? No. Music teacher? No. 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 Violin stolen? Not. What happened? Did I run out of time?
He's
Music,
even been putting
violin
up
stolen. Let's see. Right. And then Central Scaladio. Oh shit, music teacher, I missed music teacher.
Oh, did you catch that, Sherry? I didn't.
Shut up,
Better
John.
listen more closely.
He's even
Quiet.
been putting up posters.
Silence, ice cream man. There. There. No, sorry. Fuck me. There. No. No. Yes. Jesus. Local music teachers have been putting up posters in central Scaladio around St Clement's Cathedral appealing for information about a stolen violin. We'll do it another time. String theory, aye, very good. Baker Street. That's good. I like when something just back into your head. Was it in here? Is it maybe here, Mrs. Nini?
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Big elephant.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Is he asking for a sexy teddy?
Signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all. Tell
I've
me
never
what
seen
you
this,
need.
hen.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini outdid herself with this one. Is that a tail?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's a masterpiece.
Well,
Wait, are we
let's
going to
not waste any
construct
time.
it? Fucking trunk shot. Let me get a wee clip of that. What are you
I
saying?
can't wait to see the fruits of your labour.
Where are we going? With the magnificent elephant doll now in my possession, I should use the coal gas shed in Gildon's Yard to inflate the lure. Ah, right, we're doing it like that. This is nonsense. Have you heard of a real doll? The first one ever built. So back down here, innit? Just doing that to remove the marker. You know what? Let me get changed. I like to be dressed for the occasion. Let's be a vampire for the occasion. No stubble. Vampires don't have stubble. See, if you're a vampire, what if you died while... Let's get a look at you. Yeah, that's the great detective. Still got one sleeve up. What if you died, like... What am I talking about? If you get made a vampire and you were clean shaven, would you never grow facial hair again? Or if you're a vampire and you're a beard, would... Do vampires get haircuts? I think we need this shit. Maybe.
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We're going to
We
explode
know that the elephant is
an
seeking
elephant.
female. We can arrange that. A doll with the appropriate scent might
I can't
do
wait to see what this
miracles.
looks like.
So, you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. You forgot about your new friends, Sherlock, Nabe and Laura. You won't reunite the trilogy.
Oh, are you enjoying torturing me? Those are your friends, John. I have a case to solve.
Well, it's up to you. But I think you'll regret it. Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area.
Who's Nabe and
It should be
Laura?
just enough for his taste.
I don't
Names
remember
are
those
trouble.
names. Sorry,
we
that
ready?
made me feel
I can't stand attention.
as if the game was letting me know I could have invited
We're
somebody
ready.
here.
Let's call the elephant.
Right. Right. What does vampire Sherlock want to play? A salacious trumpet. Let's try that. What the fuck is going on? Is the joke that
How
that's
could
what we're
anyone resist?
suggesting? This is very strange.
I knew a lady once who said just that. Too bad I'm not an elephant. Take your time, Sherry. deserves a slap. And then a kiss.
And here's our lovesick friend.
This is insane. She just fucking explodes. Traumatized. They're leading it back with a balloon.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you bringing it here? I won't allow you to leave it.
I assure you that it is only a temporary measure. It won't be long until the elephant is gone, I promise you.
This is silly. I'm glad Watson isn't here. It's the daft stuff you do in your youth, you know, you get it out of the way, then you can live a normal life. Right, well, the elephant's happy. I see it's got some scratches above its eye. That's interesting. Are you cool with me coming closer and have a wee Your eye, look, John, you've never done that, mate, and that is worse than, you know, turning away and then turning back and you're there. Please don't ever pop in again. Now, as I was saying, elephant, you look insane. That's aren't elephants' eyes usually quite kind of just black? John, what you got to say about this?
Want to talk about the elephant in the yard?
Disappear, John. Right.
It injured itself while running through the forest.
Maybe the eye's an actual thing? Aye.
Peaceful and compliant, almost a gentleman.
That thing murdered him 10,000%. It does look like it looks murderous as fuck, doesn't it? What's that wee dot? Aha!
A feathered fletching. There's something in the needle. This might be promising.
Just taste it. Sedatives. Drop. What's this in its shin? Is this a thing? No? Any tusk business?
The left tusk is larger and more worn. You're a left-tusked elephant.
Dunno. Elephant eyes look a bit like that. Really? I mean, I've never seen. Sorry, that was great how the camera immediately just panned up to the. As if it's like, right, investigate this elephant now. God, it's even got sexy eyes on it and blusher. It's like when somebody draws orcs and it's like, how do we know which ones are the women? Haha. I have a special technique. What if they looked pretty much just like humans, but they were green? I realise, obviously, I've only ever seen footage of elephants, or like maybe at a zoo at a big distance. So I've never seen an eye up close. Right, so found a dart lodged in Goliath's side, a faint trace of an unknown substance. Chemical analysis. Since I'm a brain genius at this now. Right, so we get that one. We need a 3 and a -3. There's a 3. Right, hold on, there's actually an easier way. We put that there. We put you there. You there. Put you. Sorry, I don't know why I'm like pre-placing these. It's kind of daft. So, put you in there. Put you in. Oh, nearly. Let me move some stuff here. Right, there's our -3. And then we just put both these into that one. There are traces of strychnine inside of it. The amount could kill a human, but it's not enough to topple such a large animal. Instead, it most likely aggravated the elephant, causing a fit of rage and burst of strength. So it is, the dart thing is confirmed. Right? And I think both lots of darts we found they were missing 1 or 2, I think. It's no like this one was missing a dart, this one wasn't. I think they were they were both. Let me just check. In case it says, you know. Paul's box of darts. A box of darts in an excellent state. Paul claims to load the darts with strychnine and use them to kill rodents. Arthur Swift owns a box full of darts. He claims the darts are used to kill rodents at the dig site, so it's the same shit. It's the same. What we got in the old mine palace. This might be where the decision happens. So they both own darts. Arthur or Paul may have shot Goliath. Both Arthur Swift and Paul Perks had the means to shoot the elephant with a dart. Which leads us to a decision here. So, third party used Goliath. An unknown third party deliberately shot a poison dart at Goliath to provoke it into attacking Theodore Gilden. Third party protected Theodore. An unknown third party tried to protect Theodore Gilden by shooting a poison dart at the elephant. That seems very unlikely. Fatal battering, it's been a while, hasn't it? Look, let's see the options we get, right? So let's say used Goliath. I guess it's nothing. Protected gets us. In a fit of rage, Goliath killed Theodore Gilden. After a quick one-sided confrontation, the elephant fled, leaving Gilden to succumb to his injuries. Fucks, you choose execute or save? Jesus. I mean, I would save the elephant 100%. It's not the animal's fault. You know, you can't take a wild animal and expect it to just fucking behave. And the wee hoosh you've built for it. But let's see what different answers we can get if we go with Paul may have been at the scene of the crime and used Goliath. Are we maybe missing something then? Because we should be able to have the used Goliath and get a different answer, you know? It's the fact that used Goliath makes this one disappear kind of thing. Let's see what we've got here. Was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death, and does it matter? So that's telling me it's a talking point. I think, oh, finally took the body away. Unless the elephant just, like, I don't know, ate him on the way back in. Needed a snack after being out in the woods. Let's see if she's got anything to say. Oh, we could. Well, I don't want to just say that.
I have to leave you for now.
Is that because of my... Oh wait, shit, right, that's what it was. We didn't combine those. So we have Goliath may have been provoked. The dart shot at Goliath may have provoked the beast into a violent rage. Goliath may have killed Theodore. The elephant Goliath may have attacked Theodore Gilden in order to break free. This is strange because it feels as if what we're actually coming down to is the fate of the elephant and not whether Arthur has to answer for anything or Paul has to answer for anything. Which is a strange vibe. Did Theodore have a puncture wound? No, he gets strangled and slammed. Like, the elephant killed him. The elephant definitely killed him. But it was whether or not it was shot and sent into a rage, or it just went for him. And then somebody saw it and tried to, I don't know, dart it to save him. Also, don't forget the outside where the pipes were. Sure, somebody had been there. They had a knife cutting cables, and the gates get flung open with the elephant, and they get slammed back into the shed. So let's see what we've got here. So hold on. Let's put Paul at the crime scene, right? Let's see what changes here. Goliath may have been provoked, and then let's see. Third party used Goliath. So that would be right. Paul Perks killed Theodore Gilden using Goliath. Paul used an air gun with a poison dart to provoke the elephant. Agitated and scared, the animal attacked Mr. Gilden. With Theodore gone, there is no one to stop Paul from being with Imogen. Now that seems very likely, but hold on. Paul Perks is an egotist with no regard for the lives of others who built an entire career in lies and deception and orchestrated the death of Theodore Gilden using his own pet. Cordona will be safer without Paul roaming free. Paul Perks was the victim of persistent attacks by Theodore Gilden. They were desperate to protect a promising career, used Goliath to kill Gilden. I'll place the blame on Goliath, but would insist that Paul leave Cordona as penance. And then the other one we get is Arthur Swift used Goliath to kill Theodore Gilden. A shot with a poison dart enraged Goliath and it attacked its owner. Arthur Swift managed to secure control of the dig site and everything of historical value within. So it's arrest Arthur and free Goliath. Let Arthur go and execute Goliath. Arthur Swift used the elephant Goliath to kill his former partner Theodore Gilden. Arthur was ready to sacrifice others for his own well-being. Such cruelty towards humans and animals should be punished. Now that seems highly likely. Highly likely. Arthur Swift is a victim of Theodore Gilden's greed. He tried to protect humanity's history from those that would privatise or discard it. I will let Goliath take the blame for Gilden's death, but it is, I mean, I'm heavily leaning towards Arthur. Like, because the thing with Paul was, if you were aware of Paul, isn't he like a badass criminal? He was actually kind of like hazed for the others and the bandit stuff and the boat club shit. And Arthur did seem as if it was like the dig site and all that shit was more important than anything. Like, he didn't seem worried about workers or anything like that. I know that as well, Gruffy Bears. It was a bosun's knife that was there, a sailor's knife. But didn't we also find one of them on Arthur's table? I'm still curious how much the game actually gives you to leave it either or, and if there is just like one thing that should push you in the other direction if you really home in on it. I'm worried I've missed. I'm worried I've missed something. I'm sure Arthur had one on his table. Is there a way for me to check that? Box of darts, leather notebook. I'm just reading the thing about Theodore again. Body of a man was found in the enclosed pen of a large animal. His right hand is missing its little finger. It is Theodore Gilden. The man oh. Good lord. The man suffered so many lethal injuries and fractures that the exact cause of death is difficult to determine. His legs are mangled and bloody. A distressing gown belt was found in the body. A dressing gown belt. Very small puddle of blood laid a bullhook, though the instrument was unstained. So that's suggesting he wasn't at the animal. You know what I mean? It was unstained. Get away from my telly, you wee fly. There's a wee fly trying to get in on the business. Ah, fuck you, man, it's that time of year again. Wee midges and everything get to appear. Though the instrument was unstained, with an immense pull, the animal broke the steel chain that restrained it, right? The shed holds a coal gas tank that appears operational. Someone fell there recently, hitting the wall and dropping their knife. It was not a soft landing. Man, I wish I could. Wait, hold on. Did it say anything about Arthur? So we know that he had the injured elbow, but so did Paul. Paul had an injury. I could have sworn like they both had knives. What do you think? Are you feeling one or the other? Is there anything you're thinking of? I'm just trying to like really It feels like talking to Hart is what cements everything. I maybe want to go and see if I can say anything else to Arthur or Paul, just to see. So Paul is Yacht Club, so we'll go there. That's the thing, is with Gruffy Bears, Paul being more of a bastard feels like it could be one of those things to like make you go, oh, it must have been him then, because he's a prick to me, despite me being a prick to him. Elephant walks free, and then you get a cutscene where it does a villainous chuckle and drives away. Aye, those scenes in a film where it's just walking and then full eye contact with the detective. Paul, you in here? You should be in there. Right, this is what I'm not sure about. See this accused thing and the fact that it's red, I think that's like you overwriting.
I have to leave you for a moment.
Hold on.
Don't sail too far away.
I think that's you overwriting what you've got here in your mind palace. You know, the same as saying to Hart, you were right about Goliath. So I can't do any more chat. Do you actually have solid proof? That's what I'm really no sure on. Right, the dart. They both have darts, both strychnine, right? So, right, that's both. That's just hunting them. That's just for us setting up the lure. The vial with perfume, we use that. Imogen put out all of her valuable possessions in luggage. From the manner in which she carelessly stuffed her clothes and jewellery into the bags, it is clear she has no travel experience. Imogen told me she had plans to leave with her partner. They wanted to start a new life abroad. Paul said they wanted to leave Cardona to escape from Theodore's influence. So there's like a point towards Paul doing it. Threats in envelope. You gormless, gilly, wet foot. Think you can leech off my family, steal my money, exploit my daughter? This ends today. Your career is over. I should give you one final warning. If you refuse to cooperate, you'll find yourself in deep water. Gilden. Paul confirms they came into conflict with Theodore Gilden over Imogen. Imogen was shocked to see how far her father's threats went. You do not get to back out of our deal. You do not get to leave on a whim. We need you to get us fresh leads for our tea party. If you have any questions, the boys will be keeping an eye on you at the race. I found psychotropics smuggled in a tea caddy hidden inside the workshop storage room. Paul worked for a criminal organisation on the side, smuggling goods for money. They see it as a necessary evil to amortise the cost of their true passion, yachting. Imogen doesn't want to believe that Paul could do something like this. Found the place where Paul Perks works. In the room with the Whirlpool plaque, I noticed a bloodied bandage. I found the key. The storage room held evidence that Paul's involved in organised crime, smuggling psychotropics on the yacht. I was attacked by criminals who were after Paul. He was my explanation. Paul seems cold and stubborn, but was ultimately cooperative. Here's the elephant. Elephant left a trail of oily footprints heading into the forest. Imogen considers Goliath dangerous, but he had never been aggressive with Theodore. He had never been aggressive with Theodore before. Never. Paul is not surprised that Goliath killed Theodore, as mentioned that it is mating season. Why does Paul know it's mating season? Arthur Swift believes that the elephant sought to free itself from captivity, much like any wild animal. How does Paul know it's mating season? Unless that's something you'd looked into. Why would you look into it? Right, let's keep that. Keep that. Beside the shed containing the coal gas tank, someone fell and broke a flower pot. In the process, they dropped a bosun's knife, commonly used among sailors. This person was hit by the gate during the elephant's escape. Perhaps they saw what happened. Imogen didn't notice anyone else at the crime scene. Paul told me the knife does not belong to him. Apparently, they are careful with their tools and would never mislay one. Arthur said it's not his knife and that he doesn't use one in his work. So, that's me forgetting the Arthur thing, right? So that's still leaning towards Paul. There's a photo of Imogen. This victory's for you. You only 1879 race finals from a lighthouse in the darkest storm. Paul Perks is a professional yachtsman who sails the Whirlpool at Silesia Yacht Club in southern Gran Saray. Yacht Club members mentioned that Paul missed the race and no one has seen him since morning. He might be in his room in the workshops at the yacht club. Right, that was the character portrait we come up with. Paul Perks is a woman who disguised herself as a man to achieve a higher social position. She used the privileges of men to pursue her personal goals. She used her career in yachting as cover to smuggle goods for various gangs in Cordona. Her injured arm reflects the dangerous nature of her life. Despite her fearless exterior, she is frequently in trouble due to her connections with the criminal underworld, and yet she has earned a place in that world as Paul. I see no reason to disclose to anyone otherwise. But again, that is Sherlock's character portrait. You know what I mean? You've got to remember that as well, that it's no the truth. It's your perception of what you've gleaned for the person. So like, to just say like, dangerous nature of the... Well, I suppose you could say it's dangerous. You know what I mean? There's like a couple of wee bits in there that are assumptions. Right, box of darts. Entrance to the dig site, that's just a beginning in. Right, the Ivory Bass construction plan, that was for Arthur and that. Construction plan. The name A. Swift listed as partner, but he's been crossed out. Imogen clarified that Arthur Swift is the name of Mr. Gilden's business partner. They were working together on a project in the old city. She doesn't know anything else, but said that this partnership involved a lot of paperwork. Arthur Swift confirmed that he was partners with... I keep pressing that button. Partners with the victim, Theodore Gilden, but said his work ended due to Gilden's lack of passion for the archaeological research. So, the zoological bestseller Tusks and Trunks provides a most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life in both the wild and captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. Arthur Swift only read the book to understand the animal and how it should be treated. So that puts it back away from Paul, because Arthur would know about mating season as well. Leather notebook, personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Day 1224, Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more gyrification so that he was smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your darn elephant. I have only a few months before he would commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths, the mundanity. I must think, lest an inviolable history be buried by the inconsequential. Arthur Swift uses his diary to document important moments. Box of darts. The ruins, and that's just about the tomb and that. It's the registration. It's just the agreement in it. Character portrait. Research. That's just about the statues. That's nonsense. That's her testimony. Imogen described how the elephant killed Theodore Gilden. She heard Goliath screaming from her window. She could only see the animal lifting the body of her father. She rushed downstairs and saw the animal dragging him around. She threw stones at it, and the animal escaped after letting out a horrific, almost human scream. She ran back inside and hid in her room. She's shaken but willing to provide more answers if we find anything else. Now, is the horrific, almost human scream because it was then shot with a dart and not shot to set it off? But it says she heard it screaming from her window. She heard it screaming, and from her window she could only... So there was an initial scream and then another scream. And the bottom thing is just that. Fuck, I am torn. I am torn all over the place. still leaning towards Paul with the bosun's knife thing. Scream could have been Paul. Oh, right, aye, that's what the second scream might have been, when the gates get blasted. Wait, what does it say again exactly? The animal escaped after letting out a horrific, almost human scream. Oh, John, you gave me a wee fright. Scream could have been gas from the pump. Fuck. I need to check one thing. I might be able to do it, I don't know if it will. I want to go to the dig site and look at Arthur's table again. I could have sworn there was a knife on it. Could have sworn there was. I need to be... I'm sure the vampire makeup's fine. I need to... I need wee bits of closure in my mind. Because I'm leaning towards Paul, but we'll see. And I'm also doing things like going, does Paul seem more obvious? Because it's not just like was threatened by Theodore and wants to get away with Imogen, but there's also criminal activity in there. You know, is that just something else to push you towards Paul when it isn't?
Stop shirking. Get dressed properly and come in.
No vampires. Oh, sorry. Fucking no vampires. Hello, I'm alive again.
Stop.
Let's just have a look at this table. See, this feels like proper detective work. So aye, that is, vampires can't enter without permission. Right, let's have a wee... He canny, but we can see there's no knife on it. What does he say? Does it just accuse him? Oh, wait. Right, we've got new stuff.
I'm a busy man.
I'm just going to do every one of them without trying to think.
I've nothing to add. I'm a busy man.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
So that's it, that's all I can...
I forgot I left some stones unturned. I have to leave.
So what was that one? Threats in envelope. So Imogen was shocked to see how far her father's threats went. Arthur was surprised to see Theodore this aggressive and indiscreet. What if Paul wrote the note? Look what your father sent me. We need to get away. We've got nothing else to guess on, nothing else to go on, there's no more evidence. Unless I've missed something obvious. Don't forget, we've got the difficulty tune that I don't get told. I don't get told when I've got more evidence. Does the speech bubble mean you can ask more folk about it? That thing is, who else is there to talk to? I've already spoke to Imogen with this here, and the only thing I had was to tell her she was right about Goliath. Tried talking to Paul with that, and it was just accusing him. Arthur, it was, you know, that wee bit we had, and then it was accused. There's nobody else I can talk to. The cops. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, can't fast travel because we're in a room essentially. Let's see. I don't know what would change there though. Unless it's maybe asking them what they've found. You know, comparing findings or some shit. Don't you remember the name of you at the desk?
Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
Nah, there's none. Record of dark purchases. Surely there's no shit like that. Or like somehow finding a criminal record on Paul. Do weird shit. Because now the only thing I've got with red is the and it doesn't even come up in any of these. Aye, there's no any evidence that would go with it. I think we just need to make a decision, and I think I'm going with Paul. I'm going with arrest Paul, free Goliath. That's what I'm leaning towards. And if I'm wrong, fuck. Fuck. Let's get dressed nice for this. Is this your first big case? Well, we did the one in the hotel, remember at the start with the murder of that woman. Sure, it was the guy next door, and they were in like a thieves guild together. Right, let's get this set up. So, Paul may have been at the crime scene. So hold on, let's see. Third party. It's used Goliath. Provoked. And it lands on Paul Perks killed Theodore Gilpin. Arrest Paul and free Goliath. Paul Perks is an egotist with no regard for the lives of others. He built an entire career on lies and deception and orchestrated the death of Theodore Gilpin using his own pet. Cordona will be safer without Paul roaming free. It's the only thing I can really come to, and if anything else, the bosun's knife feels like the one. Let's do it. That's the one we settled on. So how do I want to do this? First, I want to get dressed in something nicer. That'll do. And I want to see what the choice is for talking to Imogen. Because remember, I don't remember what conclusion I had drawn in my mind palace, but the option was to tell her you were right about Goliath. And I just want to see that before I go and accuse Paul. Just doing one last wee sweet peer in case there's anything.
Commendable effort to barricade the windows.
In case there's anything I missed.
She packed as much as she could carry.
And then hidden. A book called How to Kill Your Father with an Elephant. Now let's see what the option is. So that does feel like a bad thing for what I want to do. you know, that's
I
like
have to leave you
saying
for now.
it's the elephant's fault. So, aye, Paul's getting it. Sorry, Paul. Well, maybe I'm not sorry, maybe you're a bastard, we don't know yet. And I wonder what it looks like when you are wrong. Because we got the first one right. I don't... How was it that we got it right? Oh, it was when we accused... That's the wrong way. It was when we accused the clairvoyant, wasn't it? I think. And then did you not have to pick a couple of bits of evidence for it? I think that's what it was. Aye, this is feeling like some real detective work, like really thinking it through. And giving myself like the wee thing of not knowing if I've collected all the evidence kind of keeps me on my toes a wee bit. Because if I had everything, it would probably feel a lot safer making a decision. But there's a bit in the back of my mind going, you've missed one thing. Right, Paul, let's see how you react. Still smoking?
Did it feel good killing Theodore Gilden after the humiliation and threats?
What? I thought you were blaming Goliath for that.
No, I think you killed Theodore Gilden. Goliath is, unfortunately, a victim of circumstance.
I'm far better than to kill Gilden. Believe me.
Let's say you were at the crime scene.
You were at the crime scene at the precise moment when Gilden died.
I was not. I was visiting the doctor after the attack on me.
Ah, of course, where no one saw you. That's an inconvenience. But in any case, the person who was there met the rage of the elephant. One was struck by the gate with such impact that they were thrown into the shed. The knife fell out. The bruises on your elbow match the contour of the hole in the shed.
But I told you where my bruises came from.
And I heard you, but you didn't catch my words. A bosun's knife was found there, a very specific tool commonly used in your field.
That's only your assumption. I was never there. I mean, I was, but not when this happened.
You see, I managed to capture the elephant. Goliath had a dart stuck in his hide, similar to the ones that you used to kill rodents. My guess is that you used Goliath. A dart can kill a mouse or human, but for an elephant it's not enough. Strychnine is a powerful stimulant and convulsant. Once the drug was in the bloodstream, Goliath became extremely agitated and so blinded by the flow of energy that he killed his owner.
And my dart is responsible for that. I'd rather use my hands.
Yes, there would have been fewer variables, but after the attack on you, your condition didn't allow for a direct confrontation. So, you used what you had.
That's not what happened. Anyone might have the same set of darts as I do. They're not expensive.
But not everyone knew Theodore and had access to his property. I can understand why you killed Mr. Gilden. He saw you with his daughter. He checked up on you, yachtsman, smuggler, and a woman. He went so far as to hire some thugs to attack you. Theodore knew your weakness, your career. He forced you into a corner. You're a survivor. You were prepared for the worst, but Theodore surpassed even your worst-case scenario. So you responded accordingly.
I've earned everything myself. Every victory, every trophy, every mangir. I achieved all of it without murder. I don't need to kill in order to win.
And you weren't afraid that he would reveal your secret to the owner of the yacht club or your competitors?
I can control my fear. Trust me, I wouldn't have become a professional athlete otherwise.
I'm feeling strange now. Catch you, Paul.
I revealed many truths and lies concerning Gilden. One banal fact is that he was a bitter and angry man who acted according to his own desires and impulses. Such people are dangerous, they are unpredictable, and value their own comfort more than anything and anyone. The same as you, Paul.
Are you out of your mind?
You're a gambler, smuggler, and actor. You indulge your self-importance. Such egocentricity and impulsivity is frightening. I won't allow you to play with someone else's life. You are under arrest.
Wait. At least tell Imogen. Tell her where I am.
I think she deserves a space without you. I've heard you can gamble on racing in prison, only it's rat racing. No yachts. Goodbye, Paul.
Why did you pick my Paul? Out of all the people on this island. Just when I needed someone I could rely on.
Believe me, I saved you. I found the true murderer. Would you really choose to live with the person who took your father's life?
You took away the pillar I was relying on. Paul was my only hope. You've destroyed it.
It was Paul who destroyed it, not me. I was merely the fact-checker who discovered the real culprit. And now about that elephant.
Oh yes, Goliath. You did nothing about it. I had to deal with it. Fortunately, there was a real man wanting to help me. He agreed to buy Goliath and relocate him to his property.
I suppose I must congratulate you.
I'd rather you leave. But first, here are my father's belongings. Some of them have information about your mother. Take them and leave me be.
I appreciate it, Miss Gilden. I assure you, I only wanted to find the true perpetrator.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you found a convenient scapegoat. Goodbye.
I truly hope you meet more honest people in the future. Take care.
Right, fucked up John's challenge, obviously, because fuck John. Didn't we? I'm trying to remember. Didn't we get something for the first time? That what was it called again? Wasn't there something that was like you got it right? I feel like we got some kind of confirmation. But everything about what was happening there felt wrong. I don't know. I mean, it's done. You can't undo it, but it felt shaky. John written anything? Right there, consequences. Look at what you've done. That was the about that. So why has John's thing not updated? Is it because I've not touched this? Because this is just stuff your mother's. Letter from Violet to Theodore Gilden. My dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than most other bonds. You share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Seeger and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I am not blind nor a hypocrite. I know that your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore, but I do not feel as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it is too late. Please see enclosed the necklace you so thoughtfully gifted in remembrance of our adventure together. I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can but apologise deeply, yet my heart is with Seeger, who is still unaware of your desires. If this sees the end of our friendship, I will understand, but I truly hope we can continue to share the conversations, collaborations and kindness that have brought me such joy all these years. Yours respectfully, Violet. Yeah, we lock it.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
That's a mind palace. It looks as if it could open. I thought I saw a wee hinge on it. Oh.
I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happened somewhere in the manor.
John, you had text come up there, but you didn't say anything. That was weird. John's diary. No, there's nothing in consequences, which makes me think I got that wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just nothing there. It's strange to have nothing. Alright, we got some fragmented memory shit to be getting on with. To the house. Up here. That feels like I got that rang. You know what? If somebody can check. Check what the game
Garden's
considers
much prettier, don't you think?
Oh, aye, we've added.
I bet the memories are all flooding back now.
John, what the fuck is that doing here? I bought a nice garden swing. I didn't buy an elephant real doll.
Ah, the best place for reading.
Yes, by the side of the elephant. What else did I buy? I bought something else. Is it that bench? Can we buy a gardener? Or is it just going to get cleaned up as things appear? It doesn't look like it. Sexy elephant kit. Right.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
So, it looked... to me, for that wee mine thing, it looked, it looks as if the body was standing here with the key, but... right, let's get another look at what it's saying. Another memory's coming back to me. Saw someone hide a key in a pocket and a closing door with a woman's silhouette behind it. The door was somewhere on the first floor. Oh, first floor. I believe there's a mirror nearby. Ah. Got you. Ah, as in first floor. I forgot that the ground floor is a thing. Mirror. There it is, door on the left.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
So maybe... a wee vision on the go here? Oh, hello.
I had a surprise for my mother. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it.
And what's John holding?
You had a shovel with you, John. I remember now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona and were eager to show my mother right away. For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
What was that? Hell of a scream. What?
vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor, and your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate.
I doubt it was her. Was your dad
Otto
in it?
Richter was standing there,
Oh, no.
furious at us.
The doctor.
Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
Ooh. And now...
Their things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Right. What we're looking at.
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
Are you serious?
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
John has dared me to find the hidden item in our... No, that's not that one. Wait, I just got a fucking... I don't know. It wants me to pin something. That's just the memory. John dares me to play chess with him. The White King is under attack. I need to save him and checkmate the opponent in one turn. And his figures are black. Alright, let's pin it. I'm no good at chess. So... defend the king with the bishop. Save the king by retreating. The king retreats, that wouldn't checkmate anything. Defend the king with the bishop. The bishop can go, is it sideways 1 and then 2 up? I'm trying to call back like 20-year-old chess knowledge. So wait, John's is on the right, even though he's sitting on the left side of the table. Bishop's diagonals. Oh, I'm thinking of a rook. No, a knight. I think I'm thinking of a knight. Aye. So the bishop... Well, the bishop would... Could the bishop take out both of them? Both the rook and the king there? I think the bishop would just go straight through them, wouldn't it? I think the bishop's the right one.
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the Black King
Aye.
with the rook.
New entry in John's diary. Where? That was a nice game. It doesn't matter who won. I enjoyed every second of it. It's funny how it doesn't matter who won, eh, John? Funny that. Ice cream cunt.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognise her hand. There's a date on it, 8th
think
of
we've
December,
run across that bridge.
1868.
Anything in the back? No. A church?
This seems a bit odd. I can recognise my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869.
She was getting worse, mate. Because that one was 88, wasn't it? 68, sorry. And then 69, aye. Sorry, pal. Ah, it's grim, man.
It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
I think it's the house. It's your house. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was Parkinson's she had. I think. Can't quite remember. I know we've done it with that. I think. Let's say Parkinson's is fucking horrendous. Got a customer with Parkinson's. Her and her husband been coming for years, and it's just when you've known somebody normal, and then they're in a wheelchair and they can't speak anymore, and they barely lift their head to make eye contact. It's grim.
Bars
Fucking grim.
covering the windows from the inside.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Some kind of therapy bath. Why am I hearing the noise? Why am I being haunted? Please don't do that. Aye, straps in the bed and that.
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
I'm trying to remember. Was it I can't remember if he definitely knew. There was some chat earlier as if it was like he didn't quite know what it was or something. Struggling to remember.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication.
He thought it was a different illness or something like that.
1 dram dissolved in a glass of water administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
I think the hot and cold water thing is it not to do with your musculature and shit like that. I think. Because of what Parkinson's does to your muscles and stuff. From Violet to Seeger. My gentle Seeger, alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. Hope you're in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell that they miss you, though as you well know, Mycroft does not want to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we have relocated to Gordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet, February 1869. Now, why would these still be here?
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
Maybe we can do a wee analysis on it.
No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
We put it in the pocket, I think we're going to analyse it. Observations of Mrs. Violet Holmes by Dr. Otto Richter, 19th of May 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers from sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. Prescribed a strong sedative to be administered daily, and we continue to monitor symptoms. 3rd of August. Sedation has helped minimise anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened, and she has begun writing letters to her deceased husband as if he were alive. I have prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. Now, I don't remember that being a thing of Parkinson's. The memory stuff, I mean, unless it is in some cases, but I don't remember. No, that is a thing. It is a thing. But this might actually be more like Alzheimer's. We'll see. 27th, the current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behaviour. I have now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that bars be installed in the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medications has been raised. I have prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions as well as some mild hallucinogens. Right, I'm leaning more towards that Alzheimer's then. Right, what is it again here? Parkinson's disease causes physical symptoms at first. Problems with cognitive function, including forgetfulness and trouble with concentration, may arise later. As the disease gets worse with time, many people develop dementia. Aye. So it might be that this was the early stages then. Aye. Seeger Holmes' obituary in the Times, London, August 21st, 1865. So when she was writing letters to him, he'd already been dead for 3 years. Mr. Seeger Morland Holmes, the renowned archaeologist, authenticator and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite a physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden end came as a severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by his wife, Violet, and 2 sons, Mycroft, 16, and Sherlock, 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St James by Reverend W.E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad.
That's interesting.
I'm sorry.
When did John spring up? Because Sherlock was 6 when his dad died and John wasn't there. So it might have been shortly after. You know, coping kind of thing. March 25th, 1869, examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months I have asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to consider trepanation.
Oh, it brings back some memories.
Morning mania, Jesus. Right, sorry, Gruffy Bears, I meant to ask you, pal. You said you looked up the ending for the last case. Did you get like a concrete thing? Because I feel like we got it wrong. I mean, it might even been that it was neither of them, and that it was that Goliath just fucking, mating season went off his nut. Might be. There seems to be a right answer. What kind of thing are they saying then? I'll happily take it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were wrong, so I'd just like to know what it was, to see how I feel about that. Got a lot of stuff here. Several men in an elephant suit. Aye, very good. You free the elephant and accuse no one. Really? So you talk to Imogen and would say that she was right, but you would still free it. So you are saying the elephant just did it, but it should still be freed because it's a fucking animal. It's not. Right, Morning Mania. This'll be fun.
We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Right, have a sit down, Sherry. Are we in? Oh, I always forget there's a prompt on it because it's hard to see it. Right, it's the ice cream man's turn. So what have we got here? So it said about setting tea down. Let's have a look at this. That's them having a drink. That's Sherlock with the holding the back of his heat while John's, I don't know. So those are the only two options for that. That's her being shown the obituary. Right. There's the doctor knocking the table over. So those are the two things. So that would explain the smashed plate if she did that, I think. There's Mycroft. That's it getting on his suit, which it said. So is that the only two options? Aye. So that's it hitting and dropping. And that's it. Boom, boom, boom. Hitting his suit, even though it sounds like a stabbing. This other image confused me. Right, it's Sherlock crying. I thought it's not that he's like holding his head, it's more like he's curled up. And I think that's John just like, oh fuck, what's going on? This feels right.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
Feels like John should be turned the other way there. If he's talking to me.
It was the morning of...
Gruffy feels that's very good. John being the bishop to his king. That's very good.
the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious, then hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him a liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shout started I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everyone to pass. Thankfully John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but had. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the
I
memory.
need to double check something.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened.
Oh. Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Aye, let's...
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
We're going to end in like 2 minutes, Aidan, so you're not going to miss much, man. Take care. I am not alright.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic salts. What is this sailor doing here?
Alright, strange thing happening next time. What I wanted to double check was... Shit, is it in John's thing? August 21st, 1865. Hold on. August 21st, 1865. So the thing that I wasn't sure about was so that means when the mum died, she died on the 9th. Because he said that, didn't he? He said that was the day she died. I'm pretty sure that's what they just said in the chat there. So I'm just... I was trying to like figure out when John appeared. I thought it might have been no long after the dad had died that happened, but obviously no. And the way he talked about it was like that John had been there for a while. Also, have we actually seen a photo of the dad? Because I'm now leaning towards John looking an awful lot like him kind of thing. Maybe something like that. We'll figure it out next time. We'll figure a lot of stuff out next time. Yes. Some heavy business being discussed. Good though, eh? Still very strange feeling on that elephant one. Just no getting an entry in John's diary under the consequences, but it just feels like it's wrong. Aye, weird. Ah well. A lot of new information opening up. Sad, bad information. John flickering out there as if maybe the only thing keeping John around is you know, dealing with your stuff. You know, like you need him. Oh no, you did need him. Maybe even that kind of thing, but you're old enough now that maybe it's time to let John go while you figure out some truths. I'm interested. Probably doesn't help that I had him in the ice cream man outfit while he was having a wee, I don't know, existential moment, but that's gaming, baby. That's gaming. Well, I'm going to go and get some nice dinner. Thank you very much for joining me, folk, as always. Take care of yourselves, brush your what does that say? I don't remember what I say. What's for dinner? I've got some chicken thighs that I diced up. They've been marinating in a marinade. And I'll stir fry them with some veg, some noodles. Aye, that'll be good. I did it earlier, so it was like it's ready, and I don't have to prepare in it, and I could just go down there and start piecing it together in about 10 minutes. Right, the patter is take care of yourselves, brush and floss your teeth, wash your arse, and try to be the best person you can be in your day-to-day life. And I'll see yous another time. Maybe I'll see the Mora for Signalis. The final of Signalis. Yeah. Ta-ta.